All right, guys. So I indulged a little bit this past week on a Whatnot auction, $1 starting bids for the Valentine's Day special. Bought a couple of things that caught my eye and a couple of spontaneous grabs, especially at $1 start. And then a couple of them I'm really happy that I picked up with is I didn't even know that this Eric Bischoff marble had even existed until that auction. Picked it up cheaper than they would have gotten it at eBay. But taking a look, comparing it to the recent Mattel Eric Bischoff, it actually holds up really well considering this figure is over 20 years old. But this figure is going to look really well, and I'm not going to have a Eric Bischoff display anytime soon, but I'm going to probably put it somewhere here with the other Toy Biz and Marvel WCW collection. I'm just going to show you where I'm going to stick everything here. So I have intentions on my Scott Hall here and Kevin Nash. I'm going to put this Kevin Nash for sure in my Scott Hall and Kevin Nash display somewhere. Got to find some room for him there. And then I'm just debating on whether I should stick this Scott Hall over here in the WCW display, or if I should just find some room here for him in the Razor Ramon and Scott Hall section. But we'll see. Picked up 2 BCA Ken Shamrocks. I have intentions on sticking them over here in my Pride ring here with the other Shamrocks and other martial arts related figures that I got. Picked up Chris Benoit. Also, this came separate, was the BCA IC title, but I plan on putting that Chris Benoit with my Chris Benoit display of figures. So I have that Hard Knocks DVD from Chris Benoit. Hollywood Hogan. This actually is pretty underrated. I was never a big fan of these figures. And I just recently got, this is the second one I have of it, and up close in person, they actually look a lot better than they do online. But I'm going to stick him in my Hollywood Hogan display. And this is still a work in progress, but I got a ECW Shane Douglas. And the work in progress is the ECW display here that I have mixed in with some TNA and just some miscellaneous figures. I got MVP with a Rey Mysterio head. This TTL Rock, I just like the shirt that he's wearing. And I'm actually on the verge of maybe displaying, starting a new display of Rocks with his expensive designer shirts. That's what I was thinking about doing with that. This Sunny is going to be a placeholder till I can get the LOD 2000 Sunny. But I'm going to need to find a spot for her either here on this display. Alright, likely she's going to go right here with my second LOD display as one of the former managers of LOD. This mini Jax MVP is going to go with my MVP display. What else have I included here? Oh, I got my Bendums, my Undertaker. Gotta find a spot for him. And my Undertaker display somewhere. Either that display or in that display, depending on which one's best. And then the Steve Austin one I think is gonna look really good with these miscellaneous Steve Austins when he was a ringmaster. We already got one ringmaster right there. I could put him in the other Steve Austin display. Not sure where I want to stick him just yet. What else here? It's Vince McMahon. I'm going to put it with my Vince McMahon display of figures. So this is still a work in progress. This is not where I'm going to display these Vinces, but I'm going to have them somewhere. But I've done on a binge of finding whatever Vince McMahon's I can. This Patriot is just going to go with my other Bendums that I have. And then this Chris Benoit. Now I have quite a few Chris Benoits in storage, but I have a couple of them up here on display. I have so many Chris Benoit figures, and quite a few of them in storage, but I love the trunks on this one. I came close recently because I couldn't come to a good price at a flea market for the Jax version with this Chris Benoit